Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Almog Aley-Raz, and I'm the CEO and VP R&D of CorNeat Vision. And today I'll present you our set of implants that are aimed to revert and prevent blindness. So corneal blindness and severe glaucoma are the most leading causes of blindness globally. There are about over 60 million blind patients around the world that are suffering from these indications. All current solutions are failed to provide adequate long-term solution for these problems, as they fail at a very high rate over time. Their surgical complexity and the dependency on donor tissue limits their scalability. CorNeat Vision offers a fresh approach to these challenges by leveraging a unique synthetic and permanent tissue integrating technology called the EverMatrix. We leverage this material to actually bridge the gap between synthetic materials and living tissue, offering disruptive solutions to these challenging diseases. Today we have an artificial cornea that leverages that material to permanently integrate an artificial lens with resident ocular tissue. We have the CorNeat EverPatch that assists in concealing glaucoma drainage device so they won't puncture the eye wall. And we have our own glaucoma drainage device that leverages the same material for two different functions. One is to integrate with the eye walls as it traverses the subconjunctival space, and also around the outlet where it eliminates the clogging that is the most challenging aspect of current solutions. The material called the EverMatrix is the first non-degradable permanent tissue integrating material that exists in the market today. We already proven that it integrates both with soft tissue and also hard tissue. It's very strong, flexible, and durable, and very thin, so optimal for ocular surface surgeries. The EverMatrix tissue integrating capabilities were proven in over 20 different studies, in vitro, in vivo, and now also in humans. Here you can see histological evidence demonstrating fibroblast proliferation and full colonization weeks after implantations. And as part of a project we have with the US Navy that evaluates the use of this material for maxillofacial reconstruction surgeries, we also proven that it adheres to bone tissue. The CorNeat K-Pro is a device that enables corneally blind patients to completely rehabilitate their vision without the need for donor tissue. The device leverages an EverMatrix skirt that is implanted under the conjunctiva to permanently integrate with the eye wall, and once it's situ, it offers optimal vision and complete rehabilitation to our patient. This project is also funded by the US Army, who've invested or granted us a $2.2 million grant to advance this, specifically for burns and trauma, which are indications not adequately addressed by means of transplantation. Here you can see two patients, one from our first in-human study 4 years ago. That patient hasn't seen for 12 years and is still with us independent, now 4 years post-implantation. We did 10 cases in the first in-human study and learned a lot. And 7 months ago, we initiated our pivotal trial to our 510K clearance. You can see Patrick's high here on the right. A few days after implantation. This guy hadn't seen for 20 years, never saw his child who's 18 today, and today enjoys a 20/16 vision, so better than normal. The surgical procedure developed as part of this program is relatively straightforward and can be taught in a matter of hours. The device, as you can see here, is situated and is sutured to the eye wall and snaps into a trephined cornea, and the skirt that is covered by the conjunctiva permanently integrates it with the eye wall. As far as corneal indications, for every cornea that is donated today, there are 70 patients in need, and there are over 2 million cases of corneal blindness each year, but only 150,000 are treated with donor tissue. The current standard of care here in the US is that about 20% of the patients would have a failed graft within 2 years post-implantation, and more failures happen along the year to a point where after 10 years, just a few of the corneas remain transparent. The functional success rate is very poor. About half of the patient would suffer from 4 to 5 diopters of astigmatism. So while we will see their cornea transparent, they would see us distorted. Here you can see the eye of Patrick's over the course of our 5 months follow-up, and it's immediately apparent why this guy regained his sight. While all of you probably looking at his iris and on the pupil, we'll look at the conjunctiva, because the major challenge with cornea, with artificial cornea, is the integration with the eye wall. The cornea, the artificial cornea, is actually a safe interface between the outside world and the inside. It must be reliable and sealed to prevent endophthalmitis. We are following a 510(k) process, dictating 20 patients and a 1-year follow-up. We've just completed our 8th patient, and within a quarter, we'll complete the recruitment. We will continue to recruit more patients as we are also targeting CE marking, but within a year and a half, we will be at a position to submit our 510(k) file for clearance. The CorNeat EverPatch is an interesting diversion of this story, because this actually came about as an ask from our KOLs who were exposed to our preclinical studies. The ask was, hey, can I get a little piece of this skirt for my glaucoma surgery, trauma surgery? And for us, it was a great way to actually generate early revenues and de-risk the cornea project. The EverPatch has been cleared by the FDA for sale just last year, and we already provisioned the first 600 devices to the market. The EverPatch is used as a scleral reinforcement matrix, and in conjunction of glaucoma tube shunt surgery, it actually covers the tube to avoid conjunctival puncture. What you can see here is a scleral patch versus the CorNeat EverPatch, and it immediately can see that the EverPatch is very calm and there's no congestion, no inflammation. This material practically flies under the radar of the immune system and completely integrates with its surrounding without encapsulation. We also have our own glaucoma drainage device that leverages the EverMatrix in 2 different ways. This unique device is at a first-in-human trial stages. We've just completed the first few compassionate implantations, and it also follows a 510(k) process for severe and refractory glaucoma patients, a segment that hadn't seen innovation in the past year. Most of the innovation in the glaucoma space are in the mild and ocular hypertension case, and there is really no good solution for these 25% of patients that advance toward blindness. The CorNeat eShunt leverage tube resistance in order to control the intraocular pressure, and its outlet is uniquely positioned deep in the orbit in an area that has less fibrotic activities. But besides that, we also cover the outlet of this device with our EverMatrix material, proven that the pressure regulation mechanism actually sustained. We also are working with a veterinary ophthalmologist that has done several implantations in glaucomatous dogs and also a cat, and the device works brilliantly. Here you can see examples of the implantation of the eShunt in humans and also evidence for its tissue integration in our animal studies. As far as go-to-market, since we have the EverPatch, this is a device that actually enables us to set up the sales and marketing infrastructure in advance of our main products. Today we have 20 1099 reps that are promoting the EverPatch to their existing client base, glaucoma surgeons, and also corneal or ocular surface surgeons. Most of these reps were eye banking veterans, so they know their end customers for years. Outside the US, we already have 15 distributors lined up to distribute our products once approved. As far as operations, we are vertically integrated. We do our manufacturing on our own, and we have a third-party logistics partner here in the US that allows our subsidiary here to distribute devices direct to customers. We expect revenues to significantly ramp up as the 2 devices, the shunt and the cornea, are introduced to the market in a couple of years. Given their uniqueness and the lack of tissue, we expect ramp up to be relatively fast. This takes into consideration the sales infrastructure that are putting in place these days. We have a strong team of individuals that works with me on making this dream come true. and leaders in the corneal and glaucoma space from all over the world that have joined us and are contributing to us with their wisdom. Our synthetic tissue-integrated ophthalmic implants deliver immediate, long-lasting vision restoration and preservation for patients worldwide. They offer superior anatomical and functional success compared to the standard of care, enhancing patient outcomes and quality of life. Additionally, they simplify the implantation procedure, saving operating room time, reducing reoperation rates, and enabling global scalability. We are here raising a bridge round. I already closed $3 million of this $5 million bridge and are seeking a lead investor for the next round, which is planned at the end of this year, and as our clinical data accumulates and taking some significant value inflection points. Thank you.